Hey guys, Miles and Dorr here at Tactile Hyve, and today we have a first impression video for you of the new Sig Custom Works DH3 9mm 21+1 gun, and we're pretty excited to try this out. So if you're interested, stay tuned.
I know I am. Hey guys, today's video is brought to us by Dry Fire Mag. Dry Fire Mag is an awesome training tool. You go ahead and take your striker fire pistol, rack release, set that trigger spring, load the magazine, and the spring loaded feature in the Dry Fire Mag resets that trigger. Back at my last job when we switched to Glocks, we take one shot, have to rack, reset every time, interrupting that training cycle, that shooting sequence. Highly recommend these. Go ahead and check the link below. Let's get to the video.
All right, so welcome back. So we have the new DH3, and I'm really excited to try this.
New hotness.
Yeah. Because it is, I've heard talking to town that it is also a pistol that has been tuned so well that you can use it in sport, kind of like a race gun. And as you guys may know, I'm a competitive shooter, so I'm very excited to try it out. In terms of some of the specs, we're shooters here. We don't necessarily know, we don't geek out on all of the specs, but there's a lot of reviews, guys, so you can watch all those reviews. It's more first impressions. But in terms of what they did with this gun, I know that it has the tungsten grip with the silicon carbide overlays on the grip. So really good purchase, and good friction on the gun here. Mm-hmm. It has I know it's an upgraded trigger here. It has the suppressor height sights. It has a heavy guide rod with what I believe are adjustable springs. So that's good if you tune your gun, particularly those in sport, you probably are aware of that. So it's something that that interests me a lot. And I know, Dorr, like we were talking about it, it just feels really good.
Picking this thing up right off the bat, I mean, you feel the weight, heavy, obviously good sign of reliability. I'd hate to get hit with this thing. But I thought that this frame was metal. This was a steel frame, not even aluminum, but it's actually polymer. It looked like it had a thick Dural coat on it, but the weight is actually inside.
It's infused.
Yeah, it's infused. They weigh it down, and this thing is a shooter's gun. Mm-hmm. Some guns are designed to be carried, some guns are designed to be shot. That bazillion-dollar question is that perfect balance between. But man, this thing is definitely designed to throw rounds downrange in tight little groups. Yeah. I can't wait. I'm excited.
And we're gonna test it out against the standard X5, right? Mm-hmm. And just to throw a variation there, a lot of you have probably shot the standard GLOCK 34. Now, in full transparency, this is somewhat customized right now, so it does have a heavier guide rod, and this is using an Apex trigger, so it's about a 3.5 pound trigger pull, which, I mean, it kind of works out because this also has an upgraded trigger, which does seem about 3.5 pounds to you. I don't know the exact weight. But yeah, we're gonna test it out and give you our impressions. We're gonna run a few drills, and we'll circle back and let you know what we think.
All right, stay tuned.
Cool.
All right, guys, Sig Sauer P320-XFIVE. This thing is a hefty boy. Got a little bit of slack on the trigger, but a nice clean break. It's probably in the 3.5 pound range. Very nice. Let's load her up, see what we can do. All right. Nice. It's almost too nice, I get these nice guns in my hand. I'm used to like the more plain Jane ones. I gotta get a little used to it, huh? Trying to get one. It's nice, man. Me like it. Too nice for me.
So initial impressions, I mean, it shoots really awesome and does not feel like any of the other SIGs I've shot before. Definitely feels more like a competition gun in my hand, and it's tracking very well on its own. So I don't have to do a lot of work compared to other stock guns out there. Let's see how it compares to the stock X5 and then the Glock 34.
All right, X5, pretty much standard, running a Rome 1, the Romeo 1. Nice. It's good medium between the two. This is definitely the middle guy in the weight category. I like it. You could definitely carry this thing around. It's going to weigh you down, but it's not as steady as the DH3, that's for sure.
All right, we have the stock X5. Here we go. Let's run it. It, as Dorr mentioned, it does seem like a good in between, and the trigger is definitely not as good as the DH3, not as lighter, but it did seem like a good hybrid between the two.
All right, guys, Glock 34. It's got some ups. It's got a 3.5 pound trigger, and the Trijicon RMR. This thing is nice. Big discernible difference on this one is definitely the weight. A lot easier to carry. Not as quite, a little bit jumpier than the DH3, but all in all, still a nice gun. You can definitely tell with the weight on the other one that it's, you know, definitely a steadier shooter.
So definitely snappier. I mean, it's obviously a lighter gun. Interestingly, I cannot run this gun as fast as even with an upgraded trigger, as fast as the Sig. So really excited about that trigger on the DH3.
All right, Miles. Definitely after getting a chance to shoot all three, the DH3 definitely did stand out in a way. You know, the weight, obviously when you first pick it up, this thing is considerably heavier than the other ones, but boy, did it shoot like a dream.
Oh yeah, I'm really...
I mean, it's almost a cheat code. You know, lugging it around is one thing. I know the new generations, everything has been getting lighter and more carry friendly, but we're almost returning back to the old school with, you know, heavier is, you know, easier to shoot, easier to keep on target. Very impressed.
And it's interesting you say that because you know, race guns in the competitive world, they play around with the weight a lot to help with performance, and it seems like there's a lot of little things from the sport tuning world that are being brought into this gun to really just make it perform well. And I feel bad that I didn't bring one of my race guns because I actually want to compare it to this, and it just felt really good. And the grip. So we have the stock X5 here. This just does not feel the same to me compared to this, and I think it's because the weight just makes it feel good, like it's just meaty, but then also the silicone carbide overlays, it's just really good friction. And
it's all done in-house with their custom works. Back in the day, there was a skate shop down the road from where we would go, a shooting school that we would go to down south, and we would buy grip tape for skateboards and actually put this on our guns. And it's pretty cool that they went ahead and did that for you. You know, the stippling on the other ones is good, but obviously, like, especially barehanded, you could definitely tell the difference. And it's just that added extra little bit. Definitely impressed by it. And the other two did well. This was definitely, I think, the happy medium between the two. The 34 has the least amount of custom work to it, and it's not designed to be really a range gun. It's more of a LE or military, secondary sidearm. But yeah, this thing, if you guys, if you're a shooter and you really want to take it to the next level, man, this would not be, you would not be wrong picking one of these up.
And guys, we're not sponsored by Sig or anything like
not at
that.
all.
I mean, we're just telling you it's a solid gun. And I was surprised, having an upgraded trigger here on my Glock 34, I was not able to run it as fast as this trigger. I mean, it's a really nice trigger. I don't know the exact weight, but I'm assuming
I think it's about 3.5.
Okay, 3.5. But this is a 3.5 also. But in terms of just the amount of travel, there's much less, so I was able to shoot much faster. And yeah, I like it. So if you guys have been thinking about it, I think it's something definitely at least get in your hands, try it out. And I'm curious about how it compares to race guns.
All right, guys. If you like this video, please give us a like, subscribe if you haven't already done so. This is Dorr and Myles with Tactical Hyve, and we'll see you next time.